I've been doing digital art since I got a new phone when I was in sixth grade. So I want to say 2000, 2007? That doesn't sound right. 2013, I think. Sorry, I can't do basic math. But I got a new phone, and so I downloaded what is called Ibis Paint, and most people have heard of it. It's like the digital art thing for your phone. Then I got a laptop in 2021, I believe, and eventually, or shortly after, I bought a drawing tablet. I didn't want to really pay for what is it, Procreate or Clip Studio or anything really, Photoshop especially. So I decided to look at free drawing programs, and so I started on Krita. I've done a lot of sketching in Krita. It was even the one I used for streaming back when I used to do art streams. But I decided to go out of my comfort zone and try to do some maybe not fully illustrated pieces, but do some things that I would normally like draw and color like I would on my phone. It'll also give me a good opportunity to learn Krita. But I was like, what character would I even start with? And so I thought of this concept OC A through Z. I have a bunch of OCs I've designed and made among the years for different reasons and purposes. So I decided to give some of them a chance to come out into the spotlight and be used for this concept. I had to dig through so many sketchbooks as well as my old Instagram posts for some of these. If you're curious about their older designs or maybe initial concepts for them, I'll post those over on my Twitter at Crispy Apples, I think. I actually don't know. It'll be down in the description if you're curious. And while I like doing gaming content and such, I think art is also one of those things I'm really passionate about, and I don't really want to restrict myself to one thing. Here in the drawing, you see me doing the coloring in maybe the most inefficient way. Um, Back when I had a really old laptop. Oh, I lied. I didn't start doing digital art then. I used to have this really old laptop where I would draw like ponies on it. I used something called Smart Draw, and I cannot guarantee you Smart Draw is not like a virus or something. I just downloaded it, and honestly, it kind of seemed sketchy. But the thing is, it didn't have what's it called, like alpha layers, where you could like lock a layer and color on top of it. So I would do these patches like you see me doing here. I would shade them, and then I would have to like go around and erase the outline. Honestly, a very different point for me. But fortunately, Krita does have easier ways to do your coloring. I was just resorting to what I knew at this point. This was the first drawing I did in the series, if I didn't make that clear. This is my character, Ayame. I personally thought he was the perfect first choice for a Ayame. I designed him, I believe his first design was made at the end of 8th grade. So was that 2016? No, he was definitely made during my middle school years. So maybe 2015. But his whole purpose was essentially to be a cute like character. I put him in a lot of cute outfits. He was very inspired by a lot of J fashion, and you can still kind of see that influence in this piece. I wanted to take these characters and not just draw them as they were, but to kind of approach some aspects about them like I would now. You can see that I made a whole color sheet, like a little color reference, and then I ended up not sticking to it almost at all. But those colors looked decent to me at the time. His outfit here, I took inspiration from a J-pop group called Lovesick by their outfits in Erabare Valentine. And despite this being made way before Valentine's Day, it is coming out still in February, I think. This video is either coming out late February or early March. But happy Valentine's Day, guys! Now that I'm like thinking about it, I really should have made a script or something. I'm here just sitting and voicing over, trying to keep it entertaining, and also doing what I love doing is making all of my videos background noise essentially. You don't really have to tune into me. This is me talking about my old art. It's for me and me alone. I am my demographic. I'll be completely honest. I wish I'd remembered to put the reference pictures as their own little window when I was actually, what is it called, recording. But, should have, could have, would have. I do it for some of the later ones. And I also want to ask y'all, anybody who's watching, if it would be better to do some short videos and focus on one character each one, or do what I'm doing in this first one and put like 5 different OCs in one video so it's one long form content. I might end up uploading both types. I might put all the short ones into a playlist or something that'll be unlisted from the main channel and just leave the long ones up. But we'll see what I get up to in terms of editing. You can see me here like messing around with different brushes and such. I did find one particular brush in Krita that I really enjoyed. I'm not sponsored by Krita, by the way. This is literally just me learning digital art for me and me alone. But there's like this watercolor brush I really enjoy. I think it gives you a great texture for shading. Back to talking about Ayame. As I said before, he was really just meant for those cutesy outfits. If I could do anything differently about this drawing, considering I drew this some time back, I think I'd make the hair lean a little more towards orange than yellow. I don't mind the yellow, or might maybe make it a little bit brighter, because I feel like it just kind of meshes with the shirt color. I think it's just the hue and the value of it that's a little iffy. And by the way, a lot of these will be inspired by J-pop and K-pop groups, and I will talk about those influences. Everyone has their own inspirations for art, and recently mine, in terms of style, has been K-pop and J-pop groups. They help me push my outfits just a little bit more than, hoodies and jeans like I'm used to. For Ayame specifically, all I would put him in are some like off-the-shoulder tops and skirts. So I think deciding to give him a little bit more masculine outfit gave him a little bit more personality. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, I love the detail of putting paw prints on the bottom of his shoes. Just a little detail I put in there for fun. I would kill to have some shoes like that IRL. I also don't know if it's noticeable. I recently broke the pop filter on my microphone, so if the audio is a little funny in that department, you'll understand why. I'm too lazy to buy a new one. I'm hoping it doesn't hurt the audio too much. I've listened back to a couple bits of this and it doesn't seem too bad. So I'm hoping that's not too much of a problem, but we'll see. Again, let me know what you think. A little fun fact about my recording process too. The overlay you see in the background of this is one of many that I've made in, Google Sheets. And you know what, Google Sheets, low-key kind of fun to use for overlays. You'll see a couple different ones for each character I end up drawing. This one in particular was also my, I think, Be Right Back screen from when I used to stream on Twitch. You'll notice in a lot of outfits too, not just on the ones I make for the series, but just overall on my like Instagram posts, you'll see I love adding unnecessary bows. I think bows are just one of those things that are so cute and can really like complete an outfit without making it seem overboard. It may also just come from my time on Pinterest back in like 2016 when bows were everywhere on my Pinterest for some reason. I do have a habit of going in and zooming really far in and doing little details people won't notice. Like, who's really gonna notice the shine on the nail polish or the little hearts in the eyes? But it's all those little things that make art kind of fun, you know? You know they're there. Not everyone has to know they're there. And here you see me defaulting to my usual multiply layer and color dodge layer. One thing I should work on, but I just don't at all for this series, is backgrounds. Backgrounds are gonna have to be their own thing. I don't have the energy to learn them. But there's Ayame, there's the finished project. And I think he's cute.